What do you do with it? You have finally saw your Pokemon investing in 2023, all of your Pokemon investing from the past starting to mature out, and you're seeing some really good prices, such as what we are seeing with Evolving Skies, Chilling Reign, even Battle Styles now. If you were on the early end of this, you are seeing those particular investments starting to come to fruition, right? They're starting to mature. They're starting to look really good, really tantalizing for you to be able to sell these at this point in time. But how do you do that? Well, good news. We'll cover that right after this. Guys, before we get into the main event, let's talk about what we're doing on Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be doing a box break. Well, not really a box break, but we got these cardboard sleeves. I purchased these a while ago for an investment, just to kind of hold them long term, because I thought Evolving Skies was going to do well long term, and I thought that Evolving Skies would be a good long term investment overall. But I do still have booster boxes up here. And overall, I'm just trying to clean up and make space. So there's nothing wrong with these packs. I don't know if they're first gen, second gen. I don't know when I purchased these. They could be newer ones. They could be older ones. Could be a mix of both. And I just kind of decided that for space wise, and trying to keep these in location where you can find them and everything else, it's just not worth it for me. So I figured I'd give the opportunity to you guys to do a box break or a pack break on these. So once again, the link will be down below in the description so you can jump in. I believe there's probably 10 of them left at this point, maybe a little bit less, just depending on how they're selling. I mean, they're not moving really fast, of course, because they are a little bit more expensive with the $7 price tag. But overall, they're $1 cheaper in TCGPlayer, which is exactly what I want to do. I don't want to have to pay the high fees at TCGPlayer. You're buying them, of course, a little bit cheaper, and then that way you're not actually paying the extra cost. You're saving $1. I'm saving the fees. TCGPlayer ain't getting extra money for selling them, and that's exactly what I want to see, or what I want to work on futuristically on the channel. So that being said, those will be up. I will put them up in with the description down below, and of course you can jump in on those. I might find some more. I've got some other packs, some other boxes and totes I got to go through, and if I do, I'll continue to put them up as long as I continue to find them. So once again, those are in the description below. Now, moving forward into what we want to discuss, which of course is your Pokemon investing in 2023. And all of these products and all of these items are moving up really quickly. The lack of booster boxes in Sword and Shield, the hype and FOMO of sets, Crown Zenith being a little bit low on print runs, and people are hoping for more product than that. There's a lot of situations that we're looking at when it comes down to it, and Pokemon is not supplying the product that's necessary currently in the market, which is a great thing for a seller in the Pokemon TCG. If you invested in these products, like myself, Evolving Skies at $99, Chilling Reign at $78 to $80 a booster box, and of course going down to Battle Styles, even buying that at about $72 to $74 a booster box, there's some great opportunities right now for sales in the Pokemon TCG to actually recoup some of that money. Seeing some of these products come to fruition and actually mature out like you wanted them to actually see these products go up in price like we've all been hoping that they would and will continue to do. Well, today I'm going to look at it on the back end of it. You've already purchased all this stuff. You already have a lot of these items in place, and you've already have these things sitting around on shelves, in warehouses, and wherever you have them. And you have the big question I see quite a bit, and it's a video that I've been meaning to do for a little bit, and I think it's a great time to do it right now, is to discuss how to actually sell these products. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a little cut screen here real quick, and you're going to see this is just a generic TCGPlayer account. Once again, this is one of the purposes, or one of the places that you can go to actually work on this, is use TCGPlayer. Now, I like TCGPlayer and eBay for only one situation: when I'm in a hurry to dump products. So if I'm concerned about reprints coming, if I'm concerned about the market starting to sag, if I think that we've created a false bubble or created a lot of false, hype and FOMO on a product, but there's still a lot of value in it currently, I like these sites because they're really quick. There's a lot of eyes on something. And once again, I've done something similar to this and discussed this, but eBay and TCGPlayer give you a great opportunity to really get product in front of people and have a lot of people able to purchase that product at the end of the day. It gets the views that you're looking for fast turnaround times. Now, overall, is this a good thing? Yes. If you're in a worry and if you're in a hurry and you're thinking that things are going to fall apart, definitely a great opportunity to jump on these things and get them out the door where it works better for you. But if you're going to be sitting there trying to make the money into things and really trying to maximize and be the most efficient that you can at investing, TCGPlayer and eBay are not the places to go, guys. I know that people don't want to hear that. Some people want it just quick and easy, and that's the place to go. If you want to have a lot of people view it, that's the place to go. But overall, it's also going to be one of the most expensive avenues that you can go to when it goes to selling products. You're going to be talking 13% going to TCGPlayer and eBay right off the top, and they've done nothing but have you an ability to get views, and that's what you're paying for realistically with that 13%. Plus, you still have to pay shipping and all the other fees and things like that that might come along too. So it actually turns out to be about 15% if you actually look at it by the numbers, TCGPlayer and eBay, and then you still have probably for a booster box around $9 shipping, plus or minus $2, just depending on where it goes in the nation. So these are just things to consider when you're looking at these products at the end of the day. Now, what sites do I personally use for selling items? Well, number one, I use our Discord. Discord that we've created has a sales site down below. I'm going to start listing more things into it now that this market is where we want it to be. The second place I do most of my listing, probably 90% of my listing is currently still going on a simple site that really people forgot about, is Craigslist. Guys, Craigslist is a great opportunity to be able to sell things with the price of goods and services. So when I sell products, like I've said in lives, and if you've been around my channel a little bit, you've heard this, is that I'm trying to sell my Pokemon investment in 2023, and I want to get it out the door. I get it on Craigslist, guys. Craigslist is free. There's no fees. There's no cost to you. It's just a media site that you can actually just place items for sale. There's other people looking to buy things. The only thing that I do is that I offer to cover goods and services. So if I'm shipping a product to someone, I say, it's this price with shipping, and I'll cover goods and services. So all they need to do is actually just pay the fee. That's all inclusive inside of it. It saves me 10%, usually 10 to 12% on the overall cost by doing such a thing. And that's great for everybody else involved. And it actually just keeps money down. I can be a little bit cheaper even than TCGPlayer at the end of the day, just like I'm doing with the pack breaks, and not have to have all that extra cost. So I just pay goods and services, and it's all said and done. And I send the product out just as I would through eBay or TCGPlayer. It's just done on this a little bit unsecure platform. But at the end of the day, if you do it properly and you take your time and just manage it like you should, you can actually save some money. And also on shipping, I find a lot of locals that are looking for stuff, and especially if you live in an area with a lot of people, a metro area or something like that. Definitely some opportunities to actually just meet with people at like a police station, a gas station, somewhere public, and give them the products and give them the things and completely cut the shipping out. Especially like for myself, when I do that, it's usually when I'm going into that town anyways, or going that direction anyways, so it's not costing me anything more in gas than what it would have cost originally. And I'm actually turning that over to a customer and meeting them too, which is a lot of times a good experience, because then you meet another fellow collector, you can introduce yourself. For me as a content creator, it gives me an opportunity to talk to someone, give them my information, they end up following the channel, and it's a great situation for building a relationship with these particular customers. So overall, Craigslist is probably 90% of my business. Probably the other 5% is on TCGPlayer and eBay. Evolving Skies, when I wanted to turn and burn it back in March, I used TCGPlayer just because I was concerned about that reprint threat, and I wanted to get that product out as soon as possible. The other parts are too is that a lot of singles, it's easier to list singles on TCGPlayer. Yeah, it's a hit, I get it, but the overall convenience, once again, of just picking and putting them cards on there with very little effort whatsoever to get them listed is a fantastic option for someone that's just doing this part-time. Once again, if I was doing this full-time and trying to completely maximize my business, I would definitely be going into Craigslist. There's a lot of Facebook pages. There's a lot of opportunities in these different areas that are absolutely free. Pokeworld 2.0, a great place. I list some products on there quite a bit. Have some good sales and relationships on there also. Also, Facebook Marketplace is an option. Also, you can always list on there, but you're looking at 7%. Some people are saying Mercari. I haven't done much selling on Mercari. I tried it once upon a time, and once again, the fees are pretty high. I think it's like 10 to 11%. On Mercari, a little bit cheaper than eBay and TCGPlayer, but I've been having a lot of people say that they've had good success selling graded slabs on Mercari, and they can sell bundles, lots, they can do a lot of different options on Mercari, and they're finding it to be a good platform also for views, which is, once again, if you're going for quick sales and you want to get quick product and get quick income, that's definitely the places you want to go. Overall, those are going to be your best opportunities at the end of the day. Personally, to me, I try and maximize as much as I can. Sealed product is a perfect place to try and maximize. You're not sending large volumes. It's not like singles where you're continually selling 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards at a time when you've got hundreds of them listed. You know, sealed product, you can take the time and maximize that income and actually push out some really good opportunities. So once again, I'm going to continue moving through all these different sites, but overall, Craigslist is still accounting for about 90% of my sales right now. I don't like paying fees. If you're paying fees and you're not being efficient on the sales, or if you're trying to do these personal relationship sales where you might just pay goods and services, you're still better off than using these TCGplayers, eBays, you know, Toad and Troll even. They have a lot of expenses on top of it for using those sites, and it's a convenience fee. And that's the one thing you got to remember, is that you are going to pay a convenience fee, but if you're willing to do a little bit extra work, I'm not talking about doing a ton extra work. I'm not saying to go out on a limb and do something crazy to where you're going to be spending hours of extra time. You're really not looking at that situation. You're looking at just these short little spouts of, yeah, I'm going to have to set up a goods and services or set up a PayPal. I'm going to have to be sure that when I list my fees that I say I cover goods and services and figure that into the cost of things. Overall, if you list at the same price as TCGPlayer, I usually do list at that price and then put or best offer. People will come in right at perfect size, right at the perfect number, and you can actually cater into that. So there's different ways and different techniques that I do it on Craigslist. Some of them I list what I want, but you know, typically on those kind of sites you do get a lot of people with or best offer, so they'll send you an offer that's slightly under. So if you shoot right at TCGPlayer and then they come down $5 for an ETB or something like that less, then you're still within the profit margin and the positive. They save some money, they feel like they got a deal because they knocked it off, and you still ended up with a better end of the deal too, because they got a little bit less, you got a little bit more at the end of the day for the efficiency side of the sale, and that's exactly what you're looking for. So when it comes down to Pokemon investing, definitely want to look to maximize your profit. Right now things are going crazy, things are doing really well. Right now everything's moving in that upward direction really fast, so if you just hold out and wait, there's some good opportunities anyways. But personally for me, I always look to maximize all the way along the line. I always try and make the most money that I can on each product that I sell, just because I don't have high volume. I'm not trying to work on quantity discounts or trying to get that lot of product out and just working on quantity. I'm working on small quantities, but I need to be efficient at it, and this is the best ways that I've found to personally do it. Now, some people in the comments, you might have some better ways, so let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Are there better techniques that you've learned throughout the time to actually be able to sell these things? Or are these pretty sound advice for people out there? I know some other people have other techniques and things that they've done to sell these things. Dan at Catch 'em All Collectibles has got different techniques. You know, Jake at Pokenomics probably got different techniques. Everybody's got different techniques to sell products, but personally, these are the ones that have worked best for me. These are the best sites that I found that work the best for me trying to just move product out as quick as I can at the cheapest price for fees to maximize, number one, giving you guys a little bit better deal when I'm selling the things, but me still making a little bit extra money. Because you think about it, if I pay 3% goods and services, I'm a little bit under TCGPlayer. You're getting a better deal. You're getting goods and services covered. Maybe you're saving 5% on the product and I'm making 5% more, because there is that 10% differential in there, even with goods and services at 3.5% to the 13.5% to 15% that you will have to spend on eBay or TCGPlayer. So once again, guys, thanks for sticking with me through the video. If you've made it this far and you have not subscribed to the channel, why not? Hit that button, hit that subscribe button, and help us out. Once again, getting so much closer to 3,000 subscribers. This community is just going crazy. It's unbelievable the amount of support and discussion and things that are going on in this community. Discord is really kind of hit or miss. I mean, we have some good discussions and then it gets kind of quiet because I think people get drawn to other things. Discord's growing, so of course it's not as flashy as some of the bigger ones that have been around for years. So it's growing. We get some good information. If you put questions up and have discussions, we have good discussions on how shipping works, you know, best way that we found to sell things, where we're selling things, and that kind of stuff. So we're definitely having good discussions in there also. And there's also the sales area. So if you want to sell things and put things up for sale, definitely available for you in that Discord site as well. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you do like this kind of content, as always, hit that subscribe button. Be sure you hit the like on this video. It helps us out a ton to just keep this thing rolling, guys. That like button is the biggest friend that you can do for a content creator, any of us, not just me, any content creator. It's great to hit that for them. And last but not least, be sure that you hit that notify so that you know when we're doing new videos and doing new things. With that all being said, once again, check out below in the link below for the pack break that we will be doing here at Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time. And other than that, if you do like this kind of content, check out these two videos over here. I will put them up for your information and education afterwards. We will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.